Several years ago, I sent her to infiltrate the military in order to keep tabs on the UTIC members within it.
Huh.
She is one of my most trusted subordinates.
Always prepared, aren't you?
Caution is something that comes naturally with age.
Ha!
Captain Roman will investigate the Durandal's records before someone modifies them. Please assist her.
Understood.
Smart.
I'll give her the Durandal's master key.
Sir, there's an EPR com from the CEO of Vector.
Vector? Alright, I'll take it. If you'll excuse me, I'll let you know if there are any developments.
Busy as always.
Not half as much as you.
It's good to see you again, Representative Helmer.
Likewise, Mr. Wilhelm. We haven't spoken since you resigned as Executive Committee Director.
I'm well aware of the situation. Allow me to make a recommendation to the Parliament as well.
Mr. Wilhelm, you're too kind.
Actually, my concerns have even prompted me to dispatch the Damarum, which is currently underway to the Milshan system.
Your concerns?
The Damarung being Victor's base of operations.
By now that
There's no question of the
Mobile base of operations, by the way.
exactly. Given that, it can only mean they're after one thing. The original Zohar in stasis on Milsha, and
Udu.
Udu. Just like the way Homer says it. Udu.
We can't allow that to be awakened again.
I believe our firm's Cosmos and its related staff are currently in your care.
I apologize, Mr. Wilhelm. I'm afraid the link between the Kukai Foundation and the second Milshan government is...
Ah, of course. Then please pass a message on to Guinan for me. Surely that would be acceptable.
That much I can do.
Tell him that we'll lend him Cosmos for a while and he can use her as he sees fit. We still have time before the Zohar project commences, and in the worst case scenario, she'll definitely be of use.
Huh.
We'll have the second R&D division and the tactical sim lab provide support.
Are you sure? Isn't that top secret?
It's a calculated risk. From our point of view, the more real-world data we get, the better.
All right. I'll convey your message to Master Guinan.
Thank you. Good day, then.
Wow. So things are starting to look up again. You know, they're still pretty down. Udu.
The preliminary inquiry shall now begin.
Mr. Guardman. Okay, so Lapis and generic soldier guy.
I am an agent working for Representative Helmer of the Second Milshan Parliament.
Oh,
He's also with us.
so you're one of us?
We can go into detail later, but for now I'll just debrief you on the current situation. You are presently under the custody of the Federation government and the military.
That makes sense.
I'll be honest with you. The way things are now, within a few hours, she'll be turned over to anti-Milshan forces, specifically the UTIC organization. Soon after, the second Milshan government will be stripped of all its authority. At this moment, Representative Helmer is working with the leaders of the Milshan Parliament to buy us additional time.
So,
However, our opponent's skillful manipulation requires us to find concrete proof of your innocence.
skillful, that was pretty freaking masterful.
But how? That's the question. We need something that would give conclusive evidence of your innocence.
Conclusive evidence.
Oh boy. That's gonna be pretty hard to prove. Or come by.
What about the Woglinde's black box?
We've already recovered that. Unfortunately, sometime after the final gate out, it was modified to be exactly the same as the video recording down to the time access.
Not to mention, I showed up the database on that UTIC battleship.
Way to go, Junior.
About the Durandal's database. A record of the battle against the UTIC should still be there. Can't we use that to prove our innocence?
Good thinking, Chaos.
Is that a standard database?
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Yes.
standard databases are too easily modified. I'm not certain how reliable they will be as evidence.
Ugh.
If we had something that even the owner couldn't change, say a system with a AAA class encryption, then...
AAA?
What? AAA? You don't find systems with that kind of protection just lying around? For something like that, you need the Federation government's motherframe, or the UMN operating system.
In other words, something really, really big. And here comes the big shocker.
We have one.
Oh, Cosmos.
Dun dun!
Cosmos?
Yes. Cosmos database has a recording of the battle against the Gnosis on board the Woglinde. If we enter that as evidence...
Yeah, but in order to copy the record, we need the keys from both the Federation government and headquarters.
By diving into the encephalon and experiencing the record ourselves, we can make a copy through the connection gear.
But that's impossible without the dive equipment.
How about the service module simple dive unit?
You've got to be kidding. Besides, that's a violation of protocol.
We don't have any other choice, do we?
Time to take risks.
Oh, I'm so sick and tired of protocol.
Aren't we all, Shion? Jesus.
The real question is, how do we get to Cosmos?
Yeah, that's kind of a pickle. Huh?
That'll open any locked doors you come across. I'll just say that we were careless. But to make it look legitimate, you'll need to knock me out.
What?
Otherwise, no one would believe it, right?
Well, I guess. You...
Teleporter.
Go easy on me, okay?
Oh! Out. Punch! I gotta agree with Junior there. And a mandatory fight begins now. Seriously.
I guess there's no choice but to fight.
Why am I using... Okay, I don't know. Complaints. Chaos is pretty cool. Seriously, they just lucked out with having Cosmos of all people. At least to me. Cosmos of all people just magically happen to have a black box that just happens to have supreme protection. He's not being touched. This is great. Granted, considering her importance to the Zohar project, I could see why she would be given such protection. Nope. He's untouchable. Punch! Got you!
Is everyone okay?
Alright, I guess we'll make do. That was well done, Chaos. So finally, an action sequence. So now what? Okay, let's go back to the Elsa and duplicate the comet records of the Woglinde and the Gnosis. Wait a minute, Federation soldiers are just wandering all over the place outside. There are at least 2 blocks of the dock area. It's just too dangerous to going unarmed. Looks like our priority is to fire our weapons. True, that would be the smartest thing to do. So we're on our... Oh, that would make sense. Something to matter. Do you think Labs is okay? It's okay, I didn't go all out. Now let's look for the equipment. It should be somewhere in this area. Oh, that's right. That makes sense. Their equipment was taken. No wonder Chaos was the only person who was able to... Wait, that kind of still doesn't make sense. Shouldn't Ziggs be able to Should Ziggs be able to fight too? I mean, all he has is a beam pod or a missile pod that he can just use. And there's our stuff. All right, we're good. So it looks like I had to come here after all. Yeah, way to go, me. Yeah, I can destroy things again. Alright, let's do this. Hi. Fine. You get Throny Bladed. Oh. And caught you! Whoa! Alright, this is Mage 9404. I will see you later, guys.